Hello, my name is Bruce McDermott. I am a candidate for the Groton Town Council as an independent, and I would like to ask for your vote. And why? Because I believe the Town Council has strayed far from its mission. They have lost their empathy for the citizens. They are bent on unbridled growth, which has caused the citizens affected to fight their decisions. I use the Mystic Oral School, the data center, short-term rentals, and the Bradford Manor's health concerns as examples. There are others. I maintain that none of these would have risen to the protests we have seen if we had had people with real business experience on the Town Council or had citizens uppermost in their mind. I have read some of these documents, and they never should have made it to where they did. In addition, we independents want public comment at every meeting with response from councilors to questions. Limiting comment to one meeting without response from the council is dismissive and shows a lack of empathy by this council. The council must recognize citizens' desires regarding the reuse of town-owned property. The majority of the council rejects suggestions from the public because they want no dissent from their personal bias and agenda. The data center, the Mystic Oral School project, and similar economic development must have public hearings before agreements are signed, while keeping the developer parties anonymous. Not doing it this way has pitted the citizenry against our town government at every turn, as exemplified by the committees of citizens being formed to combat egregious development fiascos at the cost of quality of life. Moreover, there is a decided lack of business acumen in these previous debacles. As mentioned, a cursory reading of the documents reveals their shortcomings for Groton. Bradford Manor has had mold problems for years, and Groton has done nothing about it. It should have been dealt with long ago. Government is supposed to protect you, and it failed here. We need full disclosure, transparency, and an itemization of legal bills. We must compare competitive legal services. Our current legal people are directly responsible for some very poor decisions given to economic development and the Town Council. The Town Council simply reapproved the same legal firm that confirmed its biases. Taxes. Taxes must be based on a zero-based budget increase. This is the only rational approach to the continued rise in taxes. There are ways to keep a lid on certain areas. I have examined these as an RTM member. We simply have to have the courage to implement changes. Any short-term rental regulations or ordinance must require neighborhood integrity as an essential goal. Again, government must protect its citizens, including residential zoning. Otherwise, why even have residential zoning? This council has aided and abetted our legal and economic development departments who have turned our zoning definitions on their head. They have agreed with this flawed interpretation that businesses are allowed in residential zones. The Town Council nearly passed an ordinance bypassing our zoning commission. This STR policy is of immense importance for our community neighborhoods, yet it has never been reduced to writing. Our legal representative has confirmed there is nothing in writing. Why? To more easily circumvent existing zoning? One can only speculate. Groton needs a light pollution and noise ordinance established. The American Medical Association has given several directives on this so communities can have healthier outcomes with simple regulations, such as a maximum of 3,000 K temperature for lighting. Beautification of Groton is an economic imperative for growth and requires funding. It works. How many times have you driven Route 1 and Route 12 in town and wished for a more pleasant experience? Climate change is a real problem that requires concrete proposals to be enacted now. Thank you, and please vote for row C for independence.